Hey there, I'm Jen, the owner of Jen's Blossoms, a floral and event design studio located just south of Seattle, Washington. The awesome blossom I'm going to talk about today is the succulent. Now I have to admit, I've not always been a fan of the succulent, but thanks to Mayesh and my account rep Laura, I have come to love it. At our studio, when we think about the value of the succulent, we believe its versatility is its greatest value. We've used it in bridal bouquets, boutonnieres, tablescapes, centerpieces, altar arrangements, even potted in a fantastic pot. It is fabulous. For today's design, I'm going to create a centerpiece. Along with the succulent, I'm going to use white hydrangea, curly willow tips, purple freesia, and scabiosa pods. So let's get started. To start off, I went ahead and added a pick to the end of the succulent, but we'll get back to these a little bit later. First, let me tell you about the vase I chose. I chose a 6-inch glass cube. The floral foam is in the center and it's surrounded by black rock. I then took a strip of birch bark and secured it to the vase and wrapped a little bit of this wonderful wired twine around it. Let's start by giving the hydrangea a fresh cut. I think we'll go ahead and anchor it in the corner here, pressing it firmly into the foam. I've got 2 hydrangeas in place. I may add a third, but I'll decide that in a few minutes. I'm going to take my first succulent. This is the front of my arrangement, so we're just going to pop this wooden pick right down in there. My second succulent is just going to go right towards the top. Now it's time to pop in some freesia. I love the smell of freesia. I also love that the freesia curves a little bit, so it'll hang over the edge of the vase. Shaping up nicely. I think we'll tuck a little bit of curly willow in. What I'm going to do, because I want to create a little bit of movement, is I'm going to bend it, stick a little bit in down here, and a little bit, find that foam, just tuck it right there. Now let's get some scabiosa pods in place. I'm going to do the scabiosa pods in groupings of 3. And pop them straight in here. Scabiosa pods are just a great element that can just tuck underneath. Create a little bit of textural difference, a little bit of visual interest. I think they complement the succulents very nicely. When I think about the Mayesh Design Star Contest, and I think about why I want to be the Mayesh Design Star, I kind of think, why wouldn't I want to be the Mayesh Design Star? Mayesh is such an incredible company that I would love to be a part of the team working to promote the awesome blossoms. I feel like I would offer a fresh face to floral design. When people ask me about my style, I tell them I'm classic with a twist. I'd like to bring that twist to Mayesh. I like to take the small succulents and plant them with moss in the tiny glass cubes. So here we've got our succulent, we've got a little bit of moss. Just going to remove a little bit of the dirt from the succulent and just begin to wrap the succulent in the moss. Then we pinch it and squeeze it down into the pot. Trim a little bit of it off because we don't want the moss to go too crazy. Finish this off with a little twist of our wire. Twist of the wire. Snip those ends off with our wire clippers. Our gorgeous finished centerpiece surrounded by these 3 small succulents. I think they're so cute. The classic white hydrangea gets a twist when it's paired with the succulent. The succulent It's definitely an awesome blossom.